In this video, we're going to show you how we installed our MaxxAir Fan into the top of our van. There are multiple MaxxAir Fans you can get, but the one that we got has a rain shield and a remote. The first thing we did was measure out how big the hole for our MaxxAir Fan needed to be. We measured this on a piece of cardboard, held it up to where we wanted it in the van, and drilled a hole through the middle to mark our center point. We then lined up the hole from the cardboard onto the top of the van and outlined with tape. Then we took the plastic framing piece that came with the kit, lined it up with our tape, made sure it fit, and started drilling in all four corners. Once we got all four corners drilled with a hole, we then went in with a jigsaw and went down all four sides. Once we had our hole, we put the plastic framing piece back in and made sure it fit. We had to make a couple adjustments and take off a little more of the van to make sure that it fit perfectly. I cleaned up all the metal shards on top of the van before we started on our next step. We had seen somebody else do this step before, so we decided to do it for our van. We took some leftover plywood and cut out the same size as the piece of cardboard that we used earlier. This is going to be used to help secure the plastic framing piece to the top of the van. We cut out the basic measurements first and then went back little by little to make sure that it fit perfectly. We then used a liquid nails type glue to secure the plastic framing into place. We then drilled holes into the plywood on the underside of the van so we could screw down the plastic piece and secure it. Once we secured the plastic piece in place, it was then time to install the fan. We set it in place and made sure it worked by twisting the knob to make it open and close. We then screwed the plastic piece into the side of the fan to secure it. The last thing we did was put more liquid nails, or you could use some type of silicone to cover all of the holes and make sure there's no gaps for water to come through.